start off the night. We've got a lot of action. D. Newton takes on Midas. If you missed UCW Blood Oath, D. Newton and J. Newton are no longer your World Tag Team Champions. Midas and Orion took that away from them. Radcore, welcome to chat, brother. Midas will be fighting D. Newton. D. Newton a little pissed off, wants a little revenge for the things that took place at Blood Oath. I had to give him the opportunity, but if D. Newton loses this match, the Clique lose their rematch option for the championships. After that, Johnny Vegas, the former Breakdown World Champion, will be trying to bust his losing streak against Nolan Omega, who is also in a losing streak as far as singles competition is concerned. Nolan Omega must win 2 singles matches in a row. If he can do that, he will earn a contention spot for a singles belt. If he cannot, he will stay in his lane in the tag team division. Ladies and gentlemen, after that, we've got Tia Scott taking on your UCW Women's Heritage Champion, Sora, in a normal matchup, honoring the legacy of classic wrestling. We don't have any of the extreme rules or no holds barred with the Women's Heritage Championship. It is strictly normal rules. Showing love on both platforms. I appreciate it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Darren Briggs will be getting a rematch opportunity after some conversations with the Crimson Syndicate. Maybe a little bit of blackmail on their end. Who knows? Darren Briggs did earn an opportunity back at the Fighting Spirit Championship. John Styles and Reckless Tom Richards will be escorting him down to the ring to see if they can keep him more focused on the prize. King Hipsta, obviously, sadly, did not walk away with the World Heavyweight Championship at Blood Oath, but the Fighting Spirit Championship is something that he holds near and dear to his heart. Let's hope he can keep it there in this no-holds-barred match, ladies and gentlemen. And then a match that 2K has tried to erase off the face of the planet, has tried to stop from happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels of the Crimson Syndicate will be taking on your current UCW Women's World Champion, Jade Tempest, in a 2 out of 3 falls, not even gonna say it because YouTube gonna cut it, match. Obviously, John Styles, Samantha Frost, and Darren Briggs will be escorting her down to the ring as well. D. Newton, Midas, we've all been here. We've seen this. We got this. I bet the Omegas can take down the Crimson Syndicate. There's 5 of them. There's 5, Nolan. Chill out, young man. Sit down somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, D. Newton of the Clique making his way down to the ring. His music is super hard to find for some reason. I'm upset. I'm upset. Why isn't it in the file that it's supposed to be in? This is bogus. All right, well, we're not even going to worry about him, I guess, because he's already in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, D. Newton of the Clique. Nolan, if you need some help, Lucha Dragons are interested. The Omegas and the Dragons teaming up. I don't care. We are the best and the most extreme tag team champions. I don't know about that, sir. Just wait till Friday. Just wait for Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring now of the Golden Dragons, the Lucha Dragons of UCW. Ladies and gentlemen, Midas making his way down to the ring.
We step in the zone. Midas and Orion, ain't no leaving us alone. Gold standard shining bright, we breaking every bone. This ain't no game, no play. We taking back the throne, hear the crowd roar. Feel the bass drop low.
I got some things for Friday. We the most extreme tag team champions. You shouldn't be scared, brother. You shouldn't be scared. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. However, UCW is connected to some outlying lore that you know nothing about. There's a lot of scary people in this universe, man. There's a lot of scary people out there. Some of them might even be in the room with you right now. Y'all bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Y'all bullshit. Champions for now will be together if y'all decide to do that. Like I said, wait for Friday, Nolan. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, this match is set to be underway. Midas sitting down in the corner, ready for the action. Once again, the game audio is coming through the wrong source. I love it. I love it. D. Newton fighting back against Midas. And Midas just still right on top of him. The damage from Blood Oath is still continuing. Both men seem a little dazed and confused on their feet after the war that was fought in that tag team match. It is not surprising. That needs to turn back on. There we go. We will fight with the champions or fight against the champions. You can fight with or against. That's up to you, brother. If y'all want to team up, y'all can team up. All I'm saying is alliances don't last forever. And how good are alliances if there's no gold around your waist? Because that shit might get taken on Friday. That shit might get taken tomorrow. There's no telling. Who knows? I do. Nah, I actually don't know if y'all are going to win, but I know what I have planned. And I'm choosing to keep it a secret. Midas goes underneath the ropes. D. Newton standing on the other side, stalking his opponent. Big punch to the face. Over the top. Big kick to the face lands. Midas takes out D. Newton. Big kick across the back. Up to the top rope now. Taking aim. The lucha expertise. Big knees to the shoulders. Trying to keep the pressure on. D. Newton gets out of the way, makes his way back up to his feet. Nolan, brothers tag with brothers, then brothers versus brothers would be fire. I mean, I can fight with them. It'd be fine with us. It'd be cool with Nolan's background of lucha. Fair. Fair. 77, that's going to be a little difficult for you. He's not in the Discord. You have no way of communicating with him. Just going to let that be known. D. Newton laid out on the outside. Midas making his way around the ring. Taking a walk, showing the damage he's done to the former champion. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if D. Newton can't walk away with the W in this, then the Clique loses their rematch clause. It is null and void, and contention for the World Tag Team Championships completely restarts, putting Midas and Orion in a very comfortable position. You begin the early shift. Good luck, sister. Good luck. Luckily for you, I believe it's me and then Clown and then DT, and DT goes forever. So you've got entertainment for the evening. Throwing him into the ring. D. Newton. A little more in control, being at the school at 6:45. Gross. Supreme, welcome to chat, brother. Welcome in. Big kick to the body. Midas heads outside. D. Newton on pursuit. Takes him down with the clothesline. D. Newton now showing a little bit of that fire that won him and Jay Newton the tag team championships in the first ever episode of UCW Overdrive. Midas back up to his feet. Drops him down onto his knees. So what we could do will be like fight with each other, but Ethan with one lucha and Nolan would be... Nah, it would definitely be like just a faction situation. Now this is a wrestling company I could get behind. Thank you, P-Mac. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Indestructible. He is indestructible. I swear. I swear. I swear. Midas, big elbows to the body of D. Newton. She was just talking about that, Supreme. She was just talking about that. Big kick to the gut of Midas. Able to get over. Float over, going for the pin, but he's on the outside. Stomping down on the hand. Big kick to the back. Midas doing a lot of damage to D. Newton on the outside. Hopefully one day my guy gets on the roster whenever the day comes. I hope he makes an impact. He's already on the roster. He just hasn't had a match yet, my brother. But he is there. I've got him. I seize him. Off the top! Midas misses the huge move. I do not like the way that his leg and back hit the outside of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That did not look good. Steel steps in hand, catches him, big punch to the face. Continues the assault, gets caught, throws Midas around almost onto the outside. Huge punches to the gut. Throwing him into the barricade. Really just having his way with D. Newton despite the damage.
What do they mean?
Ogre Bugbear. That's a crazy name, brother. Welcome to chat. How are you doing? How'd you find us? Much love, brother. I appreciate the follow. Hope you're having a great day. Big kendo stick shot misses. Elbows to the body. Midas trying to keep up. Midas is going up to the top rope. Down onto the huge elbow onto D. Newton. Flips him over. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, that's crazy, Rad. That he just happens to show up after what I said to Nolan. Trash can in hand. D. Newton laid out Midas. Needs to get him back into the ring if he wants to end this match and retain hold on. Retain the rematch clause for the World Tag Team Championships. I didn't have my pre-stream caffeine yet, okay? Yeah. All of those things are true. Midas has got him by the back of the head, throws him into the ring. I turned into a dog there for a second. I hope y'all know. It's like, I'm always a dog. Off the top rope, Midas misses the huge kick to the face. Drops him down with a reversal. Oh, yeah, no, I have audible brain glitches. It's crazy. German suplex from Midas. Takes out D. Newton. Echo, shut up. Dean Ambrose ain't gonna be here. I'm sorry to say. He ain't. Clown's not here to yell at you, so I'm gonna do it. Stop. Big kick to the body. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. D. Newton back up to his feet. Underneath the ring. Steel chair in hand. He heads underneath. Back onto the inside. Big chair shot across the back. D. Newton gets flattened. Big clothesline. Acting like that shit never happened. Now standing over his opponent, going for the cover. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. Double axe handle off the middle rope. My brain just moves too fast and it can't keep up with what I'm trying to say. Midas looking for it. 619. Is he gonna follow it up? Off the ropes, he tries. Misses the move. D. Newton able to recover. Standing in the corner. Seems to have bitter intentions for Midas. Rolls him over. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Still only 2. D. Newton back with the chair in hand. Decides to prop it up in the corner. That cannot be good for Midas. Big punch to the gut. Tried to follow it up with a kick. D. Newton still in control. Midas trying to recover. Another one. Going for it. 1, 2. Still only 2. Midas able to kick out. D. Newton still not done. Looking for it again, but Midas gets a reversal. Huge kick to the face. D got out of the way of the first one, but not the second one. Trying to gain his breath on the outside, gets back up to his feet. Midas already there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Huge move through the ropes from Midas. Now off the middle, big drop kick lands. Steel chair in hand. Across his back. Taking out the frustration on the former champion Midas with the clothesline. What's this gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? Big punch misses. D. Newton with a reversal. Huge kick to the face of the champion. Chair shot across the back as Midas tries to make his way into the corner for safety. Going for a cover. 2. Once again, only 2 for D. Newton. Now stalking his opponent, stomping on his face. Quite disrespectful if you ask me. Off the middle rope, D. Newton keeping the pressure on with a reversal. Midas catches him. Power bomb. The back of Midas seems to be taking a lot of damage. Favoring it on his way up to his feet. Back on the outside, kendo stick in hand. Down across the arm of D. Newton. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, D and J Newton have just lost their rematch clause for the UCW World Tag Team Championships, meaning that any type of contention race for those belts has been reset. Joker's Rise, welcome in, brother, welcome in. How's it going? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if Nolan Omega cannot win this match and the match that follows, he will be a tag team wrestler for the foreseeable future. Yeah, they would become 2-time tag team champions if they fought for those titles, but you were just talking about wanting to be a part of a faction with them. So, like, which one is it, my brother? Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Vegas, Nolan Omega, set to do battle here tonight, right now. Making his way down to the ring first. He is the high roller of UCW. Johnny Vegas.
Yeah, cast the chips, yeah!
The first ever UCW Breakdown World Champion has not been able to string together many wins since winning that belt. Losing the belt to Jopa and has lost to him 3 times. Making a UCW Overdrive appearance for the first of many because as of Blood Oath, he is a UCW Overdrive only competitor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, following up the incredible performance, if I can find him. He is one half of your UCW Tag Team Extreme Champions, Nolan Omega. I make it, Nolan.
Boots on the floor, fist in the flame. Young blood walking with a different name. Didn't ask, didn't wait, didn't kneel. I'm the person they pretend ain't real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Suno.
I'm the glitch in the plan. I ain't a rookie. I'm the next goddamn man. I don't beg. I don't bluff.
Welcome in, Reggie. Welcome in. How you doing, brother?
One shot, no luck, no trust. Respect ain't given it, served in blood. Built from pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the action. The bell rings, the match begins. I'm doing gloriously, thank you, brother. How are you? I am doing A-okay, my man. I am doing A-okay. Thank you for asking. Johnny Vegas showing the pressure that he's already willing to put on Nolan Omega, wrenching at the waist. Flips him over, going for a cover very early. Nolan Omega kicks out before the 1 count. Off the top, Johnny Vegas misses the huge move. Able to get a reversal, though. Mixed Squid, welcome in, brother. You almost forgot to like the stream. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate it. Going for another cover. Johnny Vegas trying to end this one quickly. Rolls him over. I am doing fine, brother. How are you? How are you? Johnny Vegas hits him. Big move. The Illuminati triangles is crazy. They're always watching. Always watching. Going for a submission. Nolan Omega able to fight out very early. Off the middle rope, Nolan misses. Big punch to the body. Johnny Vegas trying to keep the pressure on Nolan Omega. Omega gets the advantage this time, flips him over his shoulder. Chokehold in place. Looks like Vegas might be making his way up to his feet. Do you have X or a Twitter account? I do, but I don't use it very often because Twitter is kind of like a toxic place. I'm not using anybody. It's AI versus AI, McSquid. This is an E-Fed. Let me know if you don't know what that means. I'd be happy to explain it to you. It loops on screen. Oh, yeah. It sure does. It sure does, Reggie. It sure does. Cutter misses. Johnny Vegas celebrating the miss of his opponent. Huge kick to the face lands, taking out Nolan Omega. Going for a cover. Only one. Now going for another submission, Johnny Vegas. Nolan Omega powers out. Big punch to the face. Nolan Omega trying to fight out Johnny Vegas. Not in a good position. Hurricane Rana from Nolan Omega. What's an E-Fed? PMAC and E-Fed essentially is just an online wrestling organization. They started out in like online forums and stuff like that way back in the day when people like blogged and things like that. And then they kind of got transitioned from where people still do that. People will do like only video. Some people like me will use WWE 2K as an actual platform to make it a little bit more real. The name of the game is WWE 2K25. But no, this is UCW. UCW is a completely AI versus AI E-Fed. As you know that you can put your character in. You already have. Other than that, it's essentially just WWE. But different name, different people, different rings, different belts. All custom, all nice feeling. All good. All good. Nolan Omega going for a cover. Only two. Johnny Vegas able to kick out. Nolan goes back outside over the top. Big move lands. Going for another cover. On the first ever Breakdown World Champion, he kicks out once again. Up to the top rope. Big frog splash hits. Nolan Omega wants him up to his feet. He's got him by the head, throws him into the ropes. Johnny Vegas, big kick to the face. Nolan Omega gets out of the way, makes his way back into the ring. Off the top, clothesline barely takes out Johnny Vegas. Back up to his feet. Moonsault misses. Huge kick lands. Johnny Vegas. Omega back up to his feet. Did you know the first ever version of Nolan was with a mask? Interesting. Nice. It's a better WWE with equal opportunity. For the most part. Bouncing his face off the turnbuckle. Nolan Omega trying to stay in control. Hyping himself up. What's he looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? Big drop kick into the corner. Stomping down on his body as well. Oh my God. Leg drop draped off the bottom rope. Nolan Omega heads up to the top. Johnny Vegas on the outside. He stands up. Hits it. Huge move off the top from Nolan Omega. Stomps down on the arm of Johnny Vegas. Big kicks to the face. Moonsault misses though. Vegas back up to his feet. Needs to get Nolan back into the ring. Can you download it on Play Store? WWE 2K25? Yes. UCW? No. If it's Play Store on mobile? No idea. Up to the top. Big double axe handle lands. going for the cover. Only one. Nolan Omega still very much in this match. Honestly, to the surprise of Johnny Vegas, it looks like, but Nolan Omega's in a bad position. Vegas has his eyes on him. Big kick lands. Johnny Vegas. On a phone? No, I think the only like WWE thing that you'll get is like WWE Supercard. Big punch misses. Nolan Omega heads to the inside. Kick to the face. Lake takes out Johnny Vegas. He gets laid out. Omega takes aim once again. Hopping over the ropes. Big sling blade. The Omega effect. The Omega effect. 3. Nolan Omega wins. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Omega has taken the first victory necessary to become a singles competitor for a championship here in UCW, defeating Johnny Vegas. They're trying to release a game on mobile this fall from Netflix. That's insane. Now give him Radcore. Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening is for the Women's Heritage Championship. It is a normal rules match between your current champion, Sora, and Tia Scott. Now, I believe Tia Scott is making her UCW debut, and I didn't plan for that, so I don't think she has music, just to be honest with you. But we gonna rock with it like she does. All right? All right, cool. Do you believe school forming? Do you believe school forming a worker, not an independent? Axis, I don't know what you're talking about. I would love to start a faction with the Luchas. Word, Nolan. It might happen. I believe this is Tia Scott, ladies and gentlemen, making her way down to the ring now. We're just going to make this louder and let her come out to this. The Jamaican powerhouse herself. Whoa, Tia Scott has my favorite intro music. Hell yeah. I am the commentary. I'm the commentary, the booker, the designer, the owner, all that. I'm also a competitor. I just don't play in those matches either. It's all AI. Hazard, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. You missed the first 2 matches of the night. Nolan Omega won one of his single competition matches in order to go on to face for a minor title in UCW. And Midas defeated D. Newton, taking away the Click's rematch clause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making her way down to the ring, she is your UCW Women's Heritage Champion. The breaker of the system, the next generation of women's wrestling. She is Sora, ladies and gentlemen. It depends on what y'all want, 77, not me. Why wouldn't I do women's matches? Women's wrestling is just as important to wrestling as men's wrestling. Then click away, Squid. Come back later. We respect women around here. Sorry. Not sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion now standing in the ring. Match moments away from beginning. Raising the championship above her head. If they brought back Raw vs. SmackDown as far as games, I'd be super happy. That will probably never happen. How do you submit entrance music? Copyright or no copyright? No copyright whatsoever, my brother. No copyright whatsoever. Put it in the How to Become United tab if you want to be able to actually have your own custom music. Just it cannot get copyrighted at all, or I will not use it, just so you know. I think they have Sora in the wrong corner, don't they? Handing over the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Tia Scott taking one look at that belt, already fired up and ready to go. The bell rings and the match begins, ladies and gentlemen. Tia Scott, chain wrestling already. Both women tied up, collar and elbow. Sora takes the back. Tia Scott with a reversal, headlock in place. Big knee to the back. Huge punches to the face from Tia Scott. Doing a lot of damage to the Heritage Champion very early on, ladies and gentlemen. The powerhouse proving why she is called just that. Over the top, big shoulder tackle. Lays out Sora. Elbow drop lands. Tia Scott having her way with the Women's Heritage Champion. Making her way up to the top rope. Big move. Going for the cover. Two very early on. Very early on, ladies and gentlemen. Sora's likelihood of retaining is going down by the minute. Tia Scott misses the shoulder tackle. Did we check Tia Scott for giant traits? She doesn't have them. Good looks, Reggie. Good looks. She's not quite 7 foot in that range, so she doesn't have them. I believe she is a powerhouse or brawler. Sora now taking a second to breathe that she's got the challenger down. Throws her into the ropes. Big shoulder tackle does not land. Tia Scott seems to be a little gassed now. Big kick to the face. She gets a reversal though. Huge clothesline lays out Sora. Both women heading out to the outside. Chops across the chest. Drops the back of the head of Tia Scott across the steel steps. Now working the elbow. Huge knee to the chest. Sora proving that she's got fight left in her and is not going to give up that championship belt without a fight. Tia Scott meets her. Elbow and then a clothesline. Throws her into the ring. Sora trying to keep the pressure on while the Giant, not really, but you get what I'm saying, is on the mat. Big DDT assisted by the ropes. Takes her from the corner to the middle of the ring. Big knee to follow it up. Sora going for a cover. Will the championship come home? Only one. Tia Scott able to kick out. Sora wants her up on her feet. Big punch misses. Tia Scott catches that one. Headbutt lays out Sora. She deadlifts her up above her head. Drops her down on her face. So much power being put on display by Tia Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Over the top rope, the shoulder tackle misses. Sora looking for her opportunity, took too long. Tia Scott throws her into the ropes. The athleticism on display by the powerhouse. Up to the top rope. Shoulder tackle hits. Gets her in the neck with the elbow and the arm. Off the ropes. Huge boot lands. Sora just got laid out. Now mounted punches by the challenger busts open the champion. Big punch to the face. An elbow to follow it up. Tia Scott catches her. Sora able to get the reversal. Going for a submission. No, changes her mind. Stretching out the back of Tia Scott, now stomping down on the neck. Sora once again going for the cover. 2. Only 2. Tia Scott staying down for much longer now, but still not for the full 3 seconds. Sora's got her. Down onto her face, going for another cover. 1, 2, only 2. Scott still able to kick out somehow. Sora looks confused, maybe even concerned. She heads up to the top rope. Scott, you might have wanted to stay down on the ground. Drop kick lands. The champion just laid out the challenger, heading off the ropes. Neck breaker as well. And a standing moonsault to finish it off. Elbow misses. She gets caught. Double axe handle lands. These two women now exchanging blows here. Who will get the upper hand? Who will show their strength here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Sora catches the punch. Tia Scott does the same. Both women trying to get some type of advantage. Sora asks for more. Scott gives it. Big punch does not connect. Another gets caught by Tia Scott. These two women now exchanging blows, going back and forth. Haymaker after haymaker. Who will get the upper hand? The powerhouse does, of course. Over the ropes. Shoulder tackle misses once again. Tia Scott has not found the range of that move, ladies and gentlemen. DDT, Sora with a reversal. It looked like Scott was going for an exploder suplex and missed. Elbow connects. Kick misses. Slams her back down. Tia Scott going for the cover. 1, 2, only 2. The champion still in this match. Big punch misses. Sora trying to figure it out. Takes the legs out from under Tia Scott, going for a submission. She's got it locked in. Is this gonna be enough to keep the challenger down? Sora lets go of the hold for some reason. Big elbow to the body as well. Takes her down. Huge punches from Tia Scott. She's in the corner. Big move on the way. Spear! Tia Scott just laid out the champion. She's going for the cover. 2, only 2. Sora somehow able to kick out of that massive spear that Scott just delivered. Hello, not Randy Orton. How are you? Submission in place. Tia Scott trying to take out the champion. Not enough once again. Big punch to the face. Slams her down once again. Tia Scott. Why are the girls bald? Because sometimes girls be bald, bro. Sometimes girls be bald. You ain't heard of Ruby Rose? Spear once again lands. Going for another cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jamaican powerhouse, Tia Scott, is your new Women's Heritage Champion. An incredible demonstration of the power that this woman holds. What a great match. I don't know what Squid was talking about. It was pretty interesting to me. The Jewel from Jamaica gets her crown. I like that one too, Reggie. I like that one too, Reggie. Lady. Oh. 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 YouTube is wilding today over the women. That is very correct. Next match of the evening is for your Fighting Spirit Championship. King Hipsta will be putting it on the line against Darren Briggs of the Crimson Syndicate. John Styles and Reckless Tom Richards will be escorting Darren Briggs out to the ring. It is the hope of Rose Daniels, one of the co-leaders of the Crimson Syndicate, that this is hopefully going to keep him more focused on the action and the match at hand. The ring announcer letting everybody know what we are in for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sure to be one hell of a UCW showing, making their way to the ring first. They are 3 members of the Crimson Syndicate of UCW. Leading the charge, John Styles, your breakdown Prince of Carnage champion. To his right is Reckless Tom Richards, and the man who will be competing tonight is to his left, Darren Briggs, ladies and gentlemen, the Crimson Syndicate. I hope not, Hipsta. Still so beautiful still, mainly because it's mine. I'm not sure how you tag names on YouTube, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, some very high stakes. Just do the at and then the name. Word, so it's just like Twitch. Or so it's just like Twitch. Sounds good, sounds good. Oh, wait. I thought he already came out, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry, Hipsta. Ladies and gentlemen, your Fighting Spirit champion, the man who took Adam Thomas to his limits, the leader of his own right, ladies and gentlemen, your Fighting Spirit champion, King Hipsta. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Fighting Spirit Championship. Now that I'm in this chat, no one's gone quiet. Did somebody remember the beating I gave him? Oh. I'm teasing, of course. Are you? Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Briggs, the challenger in this match. And a better look at King Hipsta, your Fighting Spirit champion. Passing the belt along to Darren Briggs. And the belt is up in the air now. That is, of course, what is on the line right here, right now. Both men ready for action. Referee getting everybody in the match. Oh my God, Darren Briggs. Huge punch to the face of King Hipsta. Definitely looking more focused now. Float over. Takes him down. Briggs goes over off the top rope. Frog splash. Going for a cover on Hipsta. Ladies and gentlemen, Hipsta is definitely still beaten and battered from the match he had with Adam Thomas at Blood Oath. A win here is not just a win, it is truly a revolution of how strong, how indestructible King Hipsta is. Gets him up on his shoulders, switches stance, getting ready to bounce the face of Darren Briggs off the top rope. Goes up to the top. Elbow drop lands. King Hipsta, foot on the gas. 2. Only 2, but very early for a 2 count. Goes up to the top, misses. Darren Briggs takes advantage. Big drop kick lands. Kick across the back now. Catches him with a kick. Gets him once again. Forearm across the back. Now stomping down on his arm. These are AI matches, King. All of them are AI. Every single one of them is going to be AI, my brother. King Hipsta fired up. Feeling the energy of the crowd. Rallying them all behind him. A fan favorite here in UCW. Now working the neck. A lot of pressure applied. Working his leg. King Hipsta trying to dismantle Darren Briggs. Going for a submission. Briggs fights out. Catches him. Yeah, we all created the characters, but we don't control them. That's the fun in it, is there's no, this person was better than me, I got a lag spike, anything like that in the middle of the match. It is all 100% done via AI. Hipsta with a pedigree on the outside. Big move to Darren Briggs. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is a no-holds-barred match. That is the nature of the Fighting Spirit Championship. Hipsta with a shovel across the back of Briggs. Catches him forearm to the face. Here comes the pain. Sweet. Goes up to the top. King Hipsta taking aim on Darren Briggs. Reckless Tom Richards removing the turnbuckle. Big clothesline takes out Darren Briggs. Got him by the head. On the outside, huge move from Briggs. Hipsta back up to his feet like it never happened. Bouncing Briggs off the barricade. Hipsta now standing in the ring, catching his breath. Still up on the top rope. Drop kick misses. King Hipsta. Briggs throws him around on the outside, choosing to go the other way, maybe going to talk to his team members, trying to find a little bit of motivation. Kendo stick in hand. Bulldog from Hipsta lays out Darren Briggs. King, there is a Discord. If you check the description of the channel on YouTube, there is a Discord that you can join. Baseball bat across the back of the leg of Darren Briggs. Styles did earn that shit. 100% big kick from Darren Briggs. Lays out the champion. Off the top rope. Huge move, misses Darren Briggs. Gets caught. Hipsta's got him. Rolls him over. Huge move. 1, 2. Only 2. Only 2. Catches him. Big clothesline takes out Hipsta. Darren Briggs able to get in front. Oh, not you, Hipsta. You're a part of the Discord, my brother. Hipsta going for the cover. 2. Hipsta on the outside, fired up, taking advantage of Darren Briggs being confused. Sorry for the D word. What you talking about? Briggs is remembering the talk that he got. What do you mean the D word? I don't know what you're talking about, my brother. Got him by the back of the head. Throws him into the ring. Big kick lands. Both men going back and forth. Hipsta's got him. Busts open Darren Briggs. He's going for a cover. Is this the end, ladies and gentlemen? 1, 2. Only 2. King Hipsta seems confused. Off the top, drop kick misses. Darren Briggs. Big elbow lands. He lays out Hipsta. 1, 2. Only 2. King Hipsta laying on the mat. Dazed and confused, Darren Briggs looking for something big. Hipsta gets caught. Massive DDT from Darren. Welcome in, L-Titan. Welcome in, brother. How are you doing? These two men now exchanging blows, trying to see who will get the upper hand. Huge chops across the chest. Following it up with another. Welcome back, Supreme Knight. Welcome back. Twitch might be acting up, acting a little funny maybe. So if you want to come to YouTube, that'll probably be the best bet. Hipsta asking for more from Darren Briggs. Catches him with a chop of his own. Both men gonna choose to throw haymakers. Back and forth they go. Oh. What's up, 77? What's up, brother? Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. King Hipsta retains the Fighting Spirit Championship, ladies and gentlemen. There is a talking to in Briggs' future. There's not part of the plan. Stay away from the slugfest. Stay away from the slugfest indeed. It was not the right idea. Ladies and gentlemen, and still, I am talking about you. Yes. Sweet, I will check it all when I am not live, because I'm scared opening Discord is going to cause everything to fuck up. That's one. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening, Rose Daniels, your UCW Breakdown Iron Maiden champion, will be challenging Jade Tempest, your UCW Women's World Champion. Rose Daniels being escorted by Samantha Frost, John Styles, and Darren Briggs of the Crimson Syndicate. Ladies and gentlemen, the ring announcer letting everybody know what I have already told you all here. This is a 2 out of 3 falls death match, ladies and gentlemen. Making their way to the ring first, I believe she is your champion. No. It is the Crimson Syndicate, just with a different look this time for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen, standing in the middle, your ironclad champion Rose Daniels. To her right, John Styles and Samantha Frost. And to their left, he looks very familiar, at least he should, a pissed off Darren Briggs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, she is your UCW Women's World Champion, the Storm herself. She is Jade Tempest. Calling herself the Queen of UCW, Rose Daniels looking to take that title away from her. Obviously, originally, Sammy Lee was supposed to be a part of this match as well, but after the attack from Samantha Frost earlier this week at Blood Oath, she has been injured and will be inactive in UCW for the foreseeable future, ladies and gentlemen. Is this not the one you sent me? We can get that changed next time, brother. I thought this was the one you sent me. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your UCW Overdrive Women's World Championship. I think I've got it. Like I said, I thought that was it. Rose Daniels, a champion on her own, taking on one of the highest ranking women in all of UCW. The Women's World Champion here on Overdrive, ladies and gentlemen. Rose Daniels standing across the ring from somebody just as talented, just as capable. One has to wonder, how helpful will the Crimson Syndicate be in this 2 out of 3 falls death match, ladies and gentlemen? The bell rings and the match begins. Rose Daniels gets caught by a big kick to start off the match. Jade Tempest locked in. Off the ropes, another big kick to the face. Standing moonsault misses. Rose able to get the knees up, stopping the attack from Jade Tempest. Big kick misses. And a punch to the body. Gets her up on her shoulder. Down onto her knee. Rose not playing any games early on, trying to dismantle the champion. Underneath the ring, light tube in hand, gets knocked out. Tries to catch Tempest with a big kick, catches her instead. Stomps down on the body. A reversal from the champion. Big kick does not connect. Catches her though, throwing her across the ring. Stomping down on the back of the arm. Jade Tempest standing moonsault on the outside, going for a cover. Not even a 1 count. Rose Daniels locked in. Trying to get up to her feet. Jade stomping down on the back, making that damn near impossible. Big spine buster from the champion. 1. Only 1 though. Rose Daniels back up to her feet. Slowly. In the future. Gets the reversal. Throws Jade Tempest into the barricade. Gets caught by a massive kick. Daniels back up to her feet. Another huge punch, but she gets out of the way of that one. Big clothesline lands. Rose Daniels heading back underneath the ring. Green says boo. You could have made it rhyme. Made it rhyme with something. Like Green says boo to you. Booty O's, booty juice. You know, you could have like been a little more creative than just boo. Down onto the back of Jade Tempest. Big kicks to the face and a huge elbow. A massive combo to the champion on the outside. Rose back underneath the ring. Barbed wire bat in hand. Across the legs. Going for another cover. Only none. Rose Daniels trying to keep the champion down for as long as possible. Knee drop misses. Tempest takes her out with a drop kick. Well, that's not a good camera angle either. Jade Tempest working the arms of Rose Daniels, snatching it across the back. Throws Rose Daniels across the outside. Big kick to the back from Tempest. You heard the back of Rose Daniels snap across her. Over the top. Jade Tempest. Huge move. She's got her by the back of the head, throws her into the ring. Tempest wants Daniels up on her feet. Big kick lands. Darren Briggs getting on the side of the ring, trying to interrupt the match, decides not to. Tempest, off the top, misses the big cutter. Rose going for a surprise cover. Not able to get a 1 count. Into the ropes, drops down. Rose Daniels goes back over, catches her. Tempest, big reversal, fighting off the Iron Maiden champion. Rose with a reversal of her own. Big kick does not land. Tempest catches her, takes the legs out from underneath her, standing moonsault to follow it up. The synergy of these two women, back and forth they go. Tempest with a light tube in hand. This does not look good for Rose. She kicks her in the face, taking her out. Off the middle rope, big move, connects. She's got her by the arms, big knee to the face. Rose Daniels fired up. Throws Jade into the ropes, drops down, catches her. Once again, a reversal from the champion. Big kick off the chest of Rose, but she catches the kick that followed it up. Throws Tempest into the corner. She bounces off the top rope. Huge move from Rose Daniels, going for a cover on Jade Tempest. 2, only 2. Going on to the outside. The turnbuckle is exposed, ladies and gentlemen. One of the members of the Crimson Syndicate must have taken that off. Oh my God, Rose shatters the glass bar across the face of Jade Tempest. Samantha Frost now removing another turnbuckle. Rose Daniels on the outside, heading over to where the champion is. Up to the top rope, big punch misses. Rose lands in the glass shards. Tempest has got her deadlift in to what looks to be a Styles clash. Welcome in, NJ. Welcome in, brother. Going for a cover. 2. Only 2. Rose able to power out. Stomping down on the back of her adversary. Jade goes up to the top rope. Big move lands. She's going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Daniels able to kick out once again. You're fine, brother. You're fine. Hope you're doing well. Kendo stick in hand. Jade Tempest doesn't catch her. Rose off the ropes. Gets the champion. Huge forearm to the face. She gets her up to her feet. Clothesline misses. Tempest able to get out of the way. Welcome in, RD. Welcome in. How's it going, brother? How are you? Jade Tempest catches Daniels. Going for a move off the top rope. Rose making her way to her feet. Big punch lands. Kendo stick in hand. Tries to take it across the body of Rose Daniels. Tempest catches her. Drops her down on the kendo stick. Off the middle rope, another huge move showing off the athleticism of the champion. 1, 2. Only 2. Daniels fights out once again. Jade Tempest picks up the kendo stick and it takes it across the body of Daniels. Misses the double axe handle. Rose trying to gain composure down on the mat. Up to her feet, surprises Jade Tempest. Drops her face down onto her knee. Rose now trying to dominate. Tempest up to her feet, waiting on Rose. Though she's my opponent right now, she's a fighter. Rose Daniels is a hell of a fighter indeed. Big kick to the gut lands. She's got her. Big move. Eye of the Storm from Jade Tempest. 2. Only 2. Rose Daniels kicks out. Eye of the Tempest. I was so close. Misses. Huge kick to the face from Daniels. Off the middle rope, moonsault connects. She's going for the cover. 1. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you, Joker. Big kick does not connect. Tempest misses hers as well. Rose Daniels. Big DDT. She goes onto the outside. Not even focused on the fact that she just decimated her opponent. Barbed wire bat in hand. Rose Daniels showing that she is focused on destruction. Baseball bat across the body. Tempest off the middle rope, catches Rose with a big drop kick. Kendo stick back in hand, misses. Rose, kick combo, lays out Tempest. Going for another cover. 1, 2, only 2. The champion of Breakdown showing so much dominance. Still not able to get the win. Another cover attempt. 2. Only 2. Jade Tempest will not stay down. Awesome back and forth match indeed. Awesome back and forth match indeed. Rose Daniels across the ring. Huge move, takes out Jade Tempest. 3, no! Only a count of 2. Rose on the outside wants Jade up on her feet. Is this gonna be the end? Drop kick does not connect. Takes the feet out from underneath her. Neathy. Damn it. I was doing so good. Jade with a big punch to the face. Slams Rose down onto the barbed wire bat. Submission is in place. She's got the neck trapped. Not enough to get the fall, ladies and gentlemen. Both women still tied at 0. Jade Tempest on the outside, goes over, makes her way back in, barbed wire bat at her feet. Walks past it, heads into the corner, looking for something big. A huge move is about to take place. Jade Tempest does not connect. Rose Daniels gets out of the way. Big kick off the chest. Rose gets out of the way of the follow-up. Big forearm lands. She lays out Jade. Kendo stick in hand, Darren Briggs distracting the referee. Tempest off the ropes, takes her out. Styles taught her a little something about that elbow shot. Oh, indeed, indeed, brother. Big kick to the leg, another massive kick combo from Rose Daniels. She's going for the cover on the champion. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels is up. 1 fall to none. Jade Tempest must now get 2 falls in a row to take down Rose Daniels. Rose Daniels' big kick takes out Jade. Going for another cover on the champion. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels is your new UCW Women's World Champion on Overdrive. After a hard-fought battle, she walks away with 2 straps. Ladies and gentlemen on Twitch, I'd like to direct your focus to the poll that is about to take place. This match right here is 100%. 100%. 5-star worthy, in my opinion. 5-minute poll up in chat, ladies and gentlemen. It should carry us through the end of the show. Potential match of the year, indeed. Indeed, that one was insane. One of my favorite matches to call. For anybody who says women's wrestling isn't interesting, look at Rose Daniels and Jade Tempest before you open your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off this evening, we had D. Newton falling to Midas, losing the Clicks rematch clause for the World Tag Team Championships, meaning contention has completely restarted. After that, Nolan Omega picked up the victory over Johnny Vegas in his first win of 2 to become a contender for a minor championship on UCW in the singles division. After that, Tia Scott defended and won against Sora, your former UCW Women's Heritage Champion. King Hipsta retained the UCW Fighting Spirit Championship against Darren Briggs of the Crimson Syndicate. And in your main event, ladies and gentlemen, Rose Daniels took the title away from Jade Tempest, bringing home more gold to the Crimson Syndicate, something I'm assuming Darren Briggs was supposed to do as well. Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible showing, an incredible match to end us off. Looks like every vote that we've gotten was a yes, so we're gonna take the yes and run with it. Thank you all for showing patience and showing love. It was an absolutely incredible show. An absolutely incredible show. I appreciate all of you.